Hi everyone, welcome back to Norman the Family Man. Today we're diving into something every parent needs to be ready for, handling family health emergencies with peace. Whether it's a scraped knee or something more serious, the way we respond as parents matters. Our children look to us for guidance, for reassurance, for that sense of calm in the storm. And let's be honest, sometimes those little emergencies can feel like a Category 5 hurricane. Am I right? So let's talk about how to stay calm, prepared, and prayerful when it counts most. Because a peaceful home starts with a peaceful heart, even in the middle of a health crisis. Your first aid arsenal. Now, the first step in handling emergencies with peace is simple: be prepared. And I don't mean stockpiling enough medical supplies to rival a hospital. I'm talking about the basics, the essentials that every household should have on hand. Think of it like this. You wouldn't wait until your car breaks down in the middle of nowhere to start looking for a spare tire, would you? You'd have it ready to go just in case. The same goes for your family's health. Start by building a basic first aid kit. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a sturdy box or bag that you keep stocked with bandages of different sizes, antiseptic wipes, a digital thermometer, tweezers, for those splinter emergencies, and any allergy medications your family might need. And here's a key tip: make sure that kit is visible and easy to access. I keep ours right in the kitchen pantry at eye level. Because let's face it, when you need a Band-Aid, you need it now, not buried in the back of some cabinet. Now, having the tools is one thing, but knowing how to use them is another. Take some time to familiarize yourself with basic first aid techniques. Learn how to treat minor cuts and burns, how to stop a nosebleed, how to recognize and respond to an allergic reaction. There are so many resources available these days. You can find free videos online. Take a class at your local Red Cross chapter. Heck, you can probably even find an app for that. Remember Proverbs 22, verse 3? A prudent man foresees evil and hides himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Being prepared isn't about living in fear, it's about being responsible, about facing challenges with wisdom and foresight. Your kids are watching now. Let's talk about the moment an emergency strikes. Your heart starts racing, your mind goes into overdrive, and all you can think about is making sure your child is okay. And that's perfectly normal. But here's the thing. In those moments of crisis, your children are watching you. They're looking to you, their safe haven, to see how they should react. Your reaction becomes their reaction. So how do we stay calm when everything inside us wants to scream? It takes practice. It takes intentionality. And sometimes it takes a whole lot of deep breaths. When you feel that panic rising, take a moment. Excuse yourself for a minute if you have to. Step away, take a few deep breaths, and remind yourself, you've got this. You are strong, you are capable. Avoid yelling or panicking in front of your children. Speak with reassurance, even if you don't feel it entirely yourself. Your calm demeanor will help them stay calm too. Remember Psalm 46 verse 1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Cling to that promise. A calm parent can think clearly, pray clearly, and most importantly, act effectively. Inviting God into the crisis. Folks, we often talk about the importance of prayer in our daily lives, but let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the power of prayer in the midst of a crisis. When a health emergency strikes, don't wait for things to get worse. Don't wait until you're at your wit's end. Call on the Lord immediately. Whether it's a fever that just won't break, an injury that needs tending, or even just the emotional stress of the situation, gather your family and pray. Teach your children to run to God first. Show them that even when things get tough, our Heavenly Father is always there, ready to listen, ready to comfort, ready to heal. Matthew 18:20 says, "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them." There's an incredible power in praying together as a family, in inviting God into the midst of our struggles. And sometimes those prayers are for healing, for strength, for guidance. But sometimes they're just for peace. For the peace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that only He can provide. Teaching kids basic safety. Now we've talked about preparing ourselves, staying calm, and inviting God into the situation. But there's another crucial aspect to handling family health emergencies with peace: preparing our children. Now, I'm not suggesting we turn our little ones into miniature paramedics, but there are simple, age-appropriate things we can teach them that will empower them in an emergency. Start by teaching them the basics: their full names, your phone number, and how to call 911. Explain to them what constitutes an emergency and when it's appropriate to call for help. You can even make it fun. Role-play different scenarios. What would they do if you were hurt and couldn't get to the phone? What if a friend got hurt at the playground? Practice fire drills together. Show them where the fire extinguisher is and how to use it, under adult supervision, of course. These simple acts of preparation can make all the difference in an emergency. Remember, our goal isn't to scare our children, but to empower them. By giving them the knowledge and tools they need to handle an emergency, we're not only equipping them for the unexpected, but also instilling in them a sense of confidence and responsibility. The power of community. You know, folks, we were never meant to go through life alone, especially not through challenges and crises. We were created for community, for support, for the comfort and strength that comes from knowing we're not in it alone. Make sure you have your pediatrician's number saved in your phone, and familiarize yourself with the location of the nearest hospital or urgent care center. These are simple steps, but they can save precious time in an emergency. But beyond the practicalities, don't underestimate the power of human connection. Join a parenting group, connect with other families from your church or community center, build relationships with people you trust, people you can call on in a moment's notice. Because you never know when you might need someone to watch your other children while you rush to the hospital, or someone to bring you a warm meal when you're too exhausted to cook. These acts of kindness, these gestures of support, they make all the difference. Remember, God designed us for connection. He designed us to bear one another's burdens, to lift each other up in prayer, to offer a helping hand when it's needed most. So reach out, build those relationships, and know that you're not alone in this journey of parenthood. Peaceful parenting in every season. Well, folks, I hope you found these tips helpful. Remember, handling family health emergencies with peace is all about preparation, calmness, prayer, and the support of our loved ones. If this video blessed or helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with a fellow parent. Let's raise healthy, faith-filled families, one peaceful response at a time. And remember, thank you for subscribing and for making this world a better place to live in.